and just pop on a suit.
Yeah.
You know? Don't bother taking a pen or a notepad or a computer or anything. Just call it a business meeting.
Yeah,
there
but you do have to bring your own cheese.
Well, cheese is optional.
Is it?
So,
I didn't know that.
I think, yeah.
Optional cheese.
Yeah, I think so.
Right, okay.
Yeah. And I know the guy that was on first who ruined everything had anti-vaxxers, but the anti-vaxxers are now gargling with iodine, apparently. Of course, they don't want to have the vaccine because it's too dangerous.
Yes,
but
that's
they will
right.
gargle with iodine.
Yeah.
Apparently, it prevents COVID, but the side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea,
death,
cardiovascular collapse,
and death.
And death.
And death, yeah. There's a small side effect that you might want to consider before gargling with iodine. Yeah, or household bleach, for instance.
There you go.
Also causes death. Yeah. All right, good work. Thanks, Dave. 0345 6060 973. You didn't delete that, did you?
The long one, I've kept it. Well, you want to read it? I've put it on your email.
Oh, you have? Okay, excellent work. I'm with the A-team today. No messing about on this show. We've got Nick Ferrari's actual producer. Can you believe that?
No.
On this little insignificant show. You are either slumming it or you've done something very bad and are being punished. Which is it?
I think it's a suspension.
It's suspension, yes. Yeah, and I think the next step, if you continue to misbehave, quite a serious one. You will be terminated.
Affirmative.
0345 6060 973. Hailing Island. Hello, James.
Oh, hi, Nick.
James.
How you doing?
Good, thanks.
Yeah, it's good to have Henry back at Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good. I've got two Bs for you, please.
Go on, then.
Right, so Ashley Abbot, who was the lady who got shot in the Capitol building when they rioted in there on January the 6th, I think it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, and all she was trying to do was overthrow the government of the United States of America. So, no.
Yeah, can you
no
believe
small
it? Land of the free, if you can believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
or she was just a tourist.
Possibly.
Taking a sightseeing trip. Yeah.
Yeah, or she was Antifa, wasn't she? Which is an A.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah. And my second one is John Barron, who is that was Donald Trump's pseudonym in the 80s, and when he was kicked off Twitter, some wag immediately set up a parody account under the name John Barron, whose picture was Donald Trump with a fake moustache.
John Barron. Now, was that the pseudonym that he used to be interviewed by journalists and sing the praises of one Donald Trump?
Yes, he used to pretend to be his own press officer.
Right, yes. That's
something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I am very good. I mean, he is very good.
Yeah, he is a very nice person.
Donald Trump is a very nice person.
Yeah, he told the journalist. Yes, a very, very nice person. Plus, smart. Oh.
Trust me, I'm like a smart person.
He is like a smart person. All right, thanks a lot, James. 0345 6060 973. Your husband's an idiot, Melania.
I don't care.
She's not that bothered. Lisa in Croydon says, B is for Lionel Blair, who passed away this year. It was this year, was it? Okay. Richard tweets, Mr. Blobby. What? He's in the Peter Pan panto and was on the news recently. The news? The news? What news was Mr. Blobby on, for crying out loud? I want the name of the news show that had Mr. Blobby on. It wasn't this station, was it?
No, I don't think so.
No. We are yet to secure an interview with Mr. Blobby. What he might say when he actually comes on the air, nobody has any idea. But it might sound like that. Let's have Cork. Francis.
How are you?
Francis.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, Francis, go ahead.
Yeah, my one was Barbados. I had two Bs. Barbados was my first one.
Yes.
They're
free.
Hello?
They're free. Barbados, yes?
Barbados renounced the Queen.
Yes, free.
There's someone roaring hello at me.
What? There's somebody saying hello at you?
Hello.
Yeah,
I can't hear it.
Producer.
Right. Somebody saying hello.
Yeah, well, I was just saying, Barbados.
Yeah.
Barbados renounced the Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes.
And?
Oh. And my second one was Storm Barra.
Storm Barra, yes. Okay, good work. Thanks a lot, Francis.
It can only be attributable to human error.
Human error, yes. Excellent work, that man. 0345 6060 973. North Carolina. Tim.
Hi there, Nick. How you doing?
Yes, good, thanks.
Yeah, I've got an A68. It was the iceberg that cleaved from the last of an ice shelf in Antarctica and then headed up towards, was it South Georgia, I think?
Right. The A68, is that what it was called?
Yeah, and it was a quarter of the size of Wales, apparently.
Right. There's an even bigger one that's about to drop off the tip of Antarctica, which is going to mean that we're all going to be up to our eyeballs in water anytime soon.
I'll break out my Wellington boots in that case.
Yeah, you're going to need something a bit stronger than that, I think. I think you'll need an inflatable boat.
I've got a couple of Bs. Bingham, she's now Dame Kate Bingham. She was the procurement task force lady, the vaccine lady.
And they've all done very well.
Yes, indeed. Two more Bs. Bashir, as in Martin, the journalist who was in the news a lot this year. The lady Diana Spencer interviewer. Yeah. Now a former BBC employee, I think. And my last B is B11529.
B11529. So you've started with something that sounds like a road, and you've ended with something that sounds like a road. A much smaller and windy road, one of those awful countryside roads that only have one lane. And people who live around there tend to drive through those roads, around those blind bends, at about 1,000 miles an hour, because the last time they went around that blind bend, there was no one there, so they think that that's going to be the case the next time. What's wrong with people who live in the country?
Well, they're here. They've got too many guns. Never mind, they're driving badly. That was the Omicron variant. The official, I don't know what you call that name. It's not the name, is it? But the scientific nomenclature.
Wow. You pulled that one right out of the air. That was excellent work there, Tim. Nomenclature. Do you want to spell that for us?
I can't.
I'm going to look it up later, so you don't have to. Very good. Thanks, Tim. 0345 6060 973. Text 84850. Email nicka@lbc.co.uk. And if you're on Twitter, it's @LBC. I have to say that so far it's not gone as normal, because we got more B's than A's, and usually there's way more A's than almost any other letter. Principally, I think, because we start with that one, and so people have longer to think about A's as we go through the alphabet. Because, like I said, you can go backwards, but you can't go forwards. But so far, excellent work, everybody.
This is LBC with Nick Abbott.
Hang about, Nick. Listen. Now, what I'm trying to say to you is this, Nick, right?
We are closing the B's in a few short minutes, so you can get your suggestions by text to 84850. Email nicka@lbc.co.uk. If you're on Twitter, it's @LBC. And the phone number 0345 6060 973. York. Hello, Jan.
Hello, Nick.
Jan,
how are you?
I'm great, mate.
Good. I've got six B's and 3 A's.
Blimey, you have been hard at work.
Yeah, I have.
Right, what are the A's?
A's. Animal Rebellion. They blocked McDonald's distribution centres.
Right. Yeah.
Because they want them to be plant-based by 2025, apparently.
The animals bit back. Yes.
Yes. The Amazon warehouse or fulfillment centre, which they call it, collapsed in a tornado in Illinois.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That was some tornado. I think it's the biggest tornado they've ever had. Ever. If it was just one tornado, I think it beats all previous tornadoes.
Yeah,
that might not be true, Jan, but it doesn't prevent it from being a fact.
No, I'm sure it is true. And Michael, I think you pronounce it Apted. He was a director.
Yeah.
He died.
Right. What did he direct?
Do you remember that television series 7 Up, where he got?
Right.
He filmed children over 7 years, didn't he?
Every 7 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it, but I don't think I watched it because I didn't really care.
Well, I watched some of it. Yeah,
Yes.
I did. Yeah.
It was a groundbreaking, revolutionary show, just by dint of coming back to the same people every 7 years and see what was happening to them, which was never really that interesting. So
Do you think?
I turned over.
Well, there you go.
Yes, that's just me, though. That's just me, though.
That's just you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, B, the boat race, it wasn't on the Thames this year.
Was it?
Oh, what's that?
Where was it?
It was on the Great Ouse at Ely.
Oh, the where? Jan?
Hello?
Yes, the where?
On the Great Ouse at Ely.
Ooze?
Disgusting.
Why is it called that? Couldn't they have
I
called
don't
it
know.
something more seemly? Ooze?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we've got the ooze in York.
Oh, stop saying that, Jan. You know, the only way in which that could be worse if the ooze was in Slough.
Ugh.
Yes. My thoughts entirely, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the boat race.
Boat race.
There's a funny noise on this phone. Is it my phone or
I
yours?
don't know. People have been a bit hesitant, so I think that you're not the only person to be experiencing that. Maybe our phone system is about to explode.
Oh, God.
I hope not.
Well, I better get on then.
You have.
Tony Bennett, he retired at 95.
Tony Bennett retired.
Rock and roll!
How about that? Okay, Tony Bennett. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good innings.
Blossom Watch Day. Did you hear about that?
No.
Oh. Well, it was the first ever one in the UK. It was launched by the National Trust.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blossom Watch Day. You know they have it in Japan, don't they?
I don't know that. So
Don't you?
what happens on Blossom Watch Day?
Well, I think you just look at the blossom,
Watch the
you know.
blossom. Yeah, that's probably right.
So that was the first one in the UK.
I had no idea.
I'm surprised because you like flowers, don't you?
Who doesn't?
Well, I don't know.
No one doesn't like flowers.
I'm sure there must be some people that don't like them.
Yes. Yeah, they're, you know, the sort of people who walk through Switzerland and go, oh, views. Oh, I'm so sick of views. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And now, Johnny Briggs, he died. He used to be in Coronation Street years ago.
Oh, okay. I've never seen a whole episode of Coronation Street. Never, not once, a whole episode.
Well, I did used to watch it, you know, when he was in it years ago.
Yeah. Did anything happen?
Not really.
No, not really, no.
But I haven't watched it for a long time because it did really get
boring,
stupid, you know. James Brokenshire, he died.
Okay.
And Leslie Brickus, he died as well.
Who was that?
Leslie Brickus. He was a composer.
Are you sure?
He composed Goldfinger and You Only Live Twice.
Did he? Oh, well, how about that? Can you sing Goldfinger for us now, Jan? Just into the news.
I don't think so, no.
No? Okay.
Not unless you want to lose all your listeners.
I was just wondering. All right, excellent work. Thanks, Jan.
Okay.
Cheers, my dear. 0345 6060 973. Bridport. Jenny.
Hello, Nick.
Jenny.
How are you?
I am super. Thanks for asking.
Good, we know that. Nick, how about hard man Steve Baker?
Hard man Steve Baker. Yeah, right.
He is actually running the country from the backbenches.
Is he?
I fear he is.
Well, I'm glad that we know that because there's a consequence to running the country this badly.
This is true, but I think he's looking to be the next PM.
Yeah, well, in his dreams.
Well, one would hope it's in his dreams. Bad ones.
Yes. It's in our nightmares. He's one of them financial people. No! He was working for Lehman's, I believe, when they collapsed and brought down the world's economy. So excellent work there, Steve. Hardman
really
Steve Baker.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's quality and class for you. Absolutely just what we need.
Yeah, just what we need. Yeah, exactly.
What we need.
All right. Thanks, Jenny. 0345 6060 973. Let's have... I'll try and be fair about this. Who's been waiting the longest? Bo, Ange.
Hi!
Ange.
Happy Christmas!
Happy Christmas, Ange.
Oh, I haven't spoken to you for ages. Hold on. I had a mouthful of Yorkshire pudding. Hold on.
Did you make the Yorkshire pudding or did you buy it already made?
No, my friend Bina from Bow made it. That's not me B and me B, but she did.
Right.
Anyway.
How was it, by the way? Was it a bit hard, a bit dry, a bit...
No, like, bearing in mind I'm going to give her Aunt Bessie's tomorrow.
Yeah.
These were proper Yorkshire puddings, but that's a different story.
I can only dream of being able to eat a proper Yorkshire pudding.
Oh, I know. Did you have a nice Christmas? Because I know you have Christmas before Christmas.
I had Christmas on Tuesday, but it was without Yorkshire puddings. But you know me, I never complain.
Whinging and whining and moaning.
Yeah.
Anyway, my B is Brooklyn Beckham, or Brooklyn Becksham, because the whole family is a sham. Becksham.
But why? But why Brooklyn Beckham?
Because he's 1 minute he's a photographer, the next minute he can make coffee as per Steve Allen. The next minute he's on YouTube trying to pretend that he can cook. He kind of
Cook.
What are you laughing at?
Just the way you said it. Just for a moment there, I thought you said something that rhymes with kook, but is much, much ruder.
Boo?
And it's not the sort of thing that they want on YouTube. But cook, right? Oh. Okay, cook. Right. How old is he?
I've just actually Googled him while I've been waiting 25 minutes for you.
Yes.
He's worth 10 million, apparently.
Well, his parents might be, but how
exactly?
How old is he?
He was born in, I think, 1999.
Oh, don't ask me to do maths. Don't ask me to do maths. 1999. I can pretty much. That's sorry. He's 22 years old.
Well, I don't care how old he is. Yeah. He's born of his parents.
Right. Okay. I tell you what, Ange. If you stop reading the sidebar of shame and the Mail online, then you won't hear another word about him. Believe me. I can't put him on the list. It must be a bit of a nightmare having parents that are that famous, because no matter what you do, people will always go, oh well. If it wasn't for his mum and his dad, he's going to get that his entire life. And all he'll have to take comfort in is that an enormous amount of money. 0345 6060 973. Hey, that's it for bees. Into the seas now. 0345 6060 973. The A to Z of 2021 happening with me, Nick Abbott, on LBC.
This is LBC from Global, leading Britain's conversation with Nick Abbott.
Oh, hello.
Yeah! Dude! Oh, isn't Kate an absolute dream? 0345 6060 973. The Seas on the A to Z of 2021. If you've got suggestions for A's or B's, I'll take those too, because we can go backwards, but we can't go forwards. First B in on email. C is for Coventry City, the City of Culture 2021. Is it? Will anybody actually be able to leave their homes and go there? Well, we'll find out, I suppose. Let's have a call in Croydon. Simon.
Hello again, Nick.
Simon.
Yeah. Hello. I've got a C for you.
Yes.
New Zealand's most prolific cat burglar reported in The Guardian this week. A cat burglar it's a cat with the imaginative name of Keith, who steals all the bras and knickers from all the neighbours' washing lines and brings them back to the owner.
Oh, you are talking about an actual cat?
This is a real cat. Yes, it's an actual cat. It's upped its game a little bit recently, and it's just brought home a bong and a bag of white powder, mysterious white powder.
A bong?
Want to score some pot?
A bong?
Yes, yes. And a particular favourite of him to steal the steel-toed boots of a local tradesperson, and he keeps stealing them, and the guy weighs them down with huge kilogram weights to stop the cat stealing them, but he still manages to haul them home.
What kind of a cat are we talking about here? Is this a lion? How can a cat pick up a steel-toed boot?
Well, I know. If you see the picture of him, he does look quite evil, actually.
Right. Because I was watching today, they had on the Cat Burglar, the Hitchcock film. What was it called? The one with Cary Grant on it. God, I saw it just today. To Catch a Thief.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and he was an actual cat burglar, but he was so sophisticated. Not like the cat that you're talking about. No.
Yeah.
Well, this is all news to me. The New Zealand's most...
We used to have a cat that used to steal... Very odd. Used to steal bus tickets and train tickets only, and hide them under beds. Yeah, very, very strange. And once our son was going abroad, and he said, "Anyone see my passport?" And sure enough, it was under our daughter's bed. Very odd. Cats are very strange.
Well, imagine what they think of us. All right. Thanks a lot, Simon. 0345 6060 973. I mean, a cat can lick the bottom of its feet. We can't do that. Cats must think we're idiots. St Ives. Hello, Brenda.
Hi, Nick. Oh, my goodness. I've been waiting half an hour.
Oh, sorry about that, Brenda.
An enormously long list.
Yes.
So should I start with C's or B's?
Let's have the... Okay, how many B's have you got?
Pardon?
How many B's have you got?
I have got 4.
Okay. Rattle them off.
Well, to go with the guy that said blah, 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 I've got bodger.
Okay. Bodger. Mm-hmm.
That's you. Bacteria.
Bacteria?
Cell organism.
What about the bacteria?
It's a single-cell organism.
Single-celled organism, yeah, but why is it relevant to the last year?
Because it's all about bacteria and pathogens.
Is it?
Yes.
Bacteria?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Well, to do with the ivermectin antiviral, I think they're still arguing about it. They're saying it's only can be treated with, only can be given to a bacterial infection. That's why I said bacteria.
Right, okay.
Bumbling, that's another one for Boris.
Bumbling, yes. You've got to say the second syllable rapidly after the first one. Go on.
Bumbling Boris.
Yeah, bumbling Boris. Mm-hmm.
Pardon?
Yes. Bumbling. I've got bumbling, yes.
Build back better. That's
very good.
About 15 European countries or more.
Build back better, yes.
The New World Order.
Highly suspicious. They're all saying the same bloomin' thing.
Yeah. Right.
The current regime is saying the same thing, but they're, of course, building back better from their own disastrous leadership over the past 11 years. Who's the party to fix all the problems that have been caused by the Conservative Party? Why, it's the Conservative Party.
Yep.
Build back better, yep.
So that's my B. So you want... Can I do A's now, or C's?
You could do, I suppose. How many A's have you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Blimey. You have been busy. Okay, rattle them. Let's go through them at top speed.
Right. AUKUS. Was that AUKUS, the nuclear deal?
Oh, the AUKUS. Yeah, got that one, yeah.
Anosmia. That's the loss of smell.
Is it? Anosmia.
Yeah, because I've got a medical background, so I'm quite into medical words. Antibodies.
Antibodies, yeah. Antibody tests I've got. Anosmia is very good.
Antigens.
Mm-hmm.
Antigens.
Yep, antigens, yes.
Have you got that?
I've got that now, yep.
Right, Angela Rayner and scum in brackets.
Right, see, she's going to come under R, I expect, and because nobody knows her as surnames, unless they're only known by their first name, like Boris.
Okay, well, he's an exception, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right, C's. Cohort study.
Cohort study.
Research involving groups of people to investigate the cause of the disease.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Comorbidity.
Comorbidity. Very good.
That's persons that have underlying health conditions.
Underlying health conditions, yes.
Conjunctivitis.
This is all very very medical.
Well, I tell you, I've got medical background. I love medical words. Yes, that's the information of conjunctivitis. There's an echo in the background.
People keep saying that. Yeah, it's got nothing to do with me. It was like this when I got here. Well, just try and work through it.
Right, contact tracing. Contact tracing. Contact tracing.
Well, that's easy for you to say.
Contact testing. Tracing. Contact tracing.
Corruption, yes. And who might you have in mind in that regard?
Couldn't possibly say.
No.
A whole lot of them.
Yeah. That's excellent.
And the last one,
and finally.
Confusion.
Confusion?
Total confusion.
From the usual suspects.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Well, he sounds confused.
From all the guidelines, or they call them guidelines, supposed to be laws, but they're guidelines.
Right. Okay, excellent work. Thanks a lot, Brenda. 0345 6060 973. Pauline in Watford says COP26. Yes. Anything positive come out of COP26? Not really. I think they decided that it really is awful and something should be done. Yorkshire. Hello, Mike.
Hi, Nick. Yes. First C for you. Hancock's Handful. Gina Coladangelo.
Oh, now, spelling that. Coladangelo.
Angelo.
Right, I'll look it up later.
Then I was going to go on to Cop Out 26 because that's a bit what it was really, and my full memories of that were all the private jets flying in, Boris Johnson flying out on a private jet to his Telegraph reunion in London, and he was sitting next to David Attenborough without a mask on.
I know. I mean, really, that alone should have got him gone. Sitting next to Sir David Attenborough, no less. Without a blooming mask on. What a colossal oaf. Anyway.
Certainly. And then we've got Michael Collins, the forgotten Apollo 11 astronaut, the one that stayed in the orbiting module.
Yeah.
The other two went down. We lost him this year.
I know. I mean, can you imagine? Everybody knows the name of the guy who, first walked on the moon.
Armstrong and Aldrin.
Armstrong and Aldrin, yeah, they both got to walk on the moon. But I mean, the guy who was sitting in the module when they were doing that was taking no less a risk. I mean, he'd had to go all the way to the moon to not stand on it, and nobody has any idea what his name is. I mean, if you put a gun to people's heads, they wouldn't be able to remember who the guy who didn't step on the moon was. Michael Collins, right.
And then Sean Bailey, a bit of a death there, or his political career. He was the Police and Crime Commissioner for London, would you believe, when the party was discovered?
Yes.
He'll be there no more. And then I've got a dubious A. You might not like this one, but Alexandra Palace?
Yeah.
It's they hold the World Darts things. They're the first British venue when the crowd shouted, "Stand up if you don't like Boris," and they all stood up. Absolutely true. Stand up if you hate Boris, because the news of the party, the May party at Downing Street that day, and then they were holding placards up saying "All back to Boris is after."
Right. It's interesting, isn't it? We've got like 150,000 deaths, something like that. One of the worst results of any country in the world. We've got billions and billions and endless billions and billions of pounds that have gone missing or into the pockets of donors and friends and all the rest of it. There's cash for honours and so much sleaze. The stench coming off the party is enough to make your nostrils close up in protest. But the thing that might get him gone is he had a party. Cheese and wine. That's what people are upset about. Okay, but how did that fit under C?
No, I said that was A for Ali Pally.
Oh, right. Gotcha. Okay, good work. Thanks a lot, Mike. 0345 6060 973. Derek emails. Raul Castro steps down as a Cuban leader. John Chalice, Boise from Only Fools and Horses. Well, and that's all the information I've got. He's passed on?
He died, yeah.
He died, right. And Dominic Cummings. Oh, you remember Dominic Cummings, don't you? Yes, that's him. He was all over the place like a rash.
Nick Abbott on LBC. Call 0345 6060 973.
Some nobody.
0345 6060 973. It is the letter C in the A to Z of 2021. Charging forwards. Malvern. Judy.
Nick.
Judy.
Oh, I've been here so long, I thought I'd missed it. I thought it was 2022.
I'm very sorry about that. You've been waiting a very long time. I apologise.
It's all right. It's fine. Well, of course, but because I have been here, since the end of the A's, almost.
Right.
So I've got a couple of these. The Labour MP, Dawn Butler, was ejected by the Deputy Speaker for repeatedly calling Bodger a liar.
Liar! Yes.
Yeah, so that was her.
But that was just accurate.
Well, I had to give her a peerage, but hey ho.
The punishment for accuracy is to be thrown out.
Yes,
it's a funny old world, ain't it?
I know. I've only had 500,000. Still, the BMA, British Medical Association, accused the government of being willfully ignorant for not reimposing masks in October. They're all sort of similar, these, honestly. Anybody think I was biased? Get boosted. Oh, please, boosted. It's not a verb, is it? It's not a verb. Get boosted. Where to? What, Mars? It's a booster shot. Get your booster shot.
Right. Yeah, well, people are. You have to understand that the kids today, Judy, they're an absolute disgrace, and they speak in sort of telegraphese. They don't construct sentences anymore. They communicate with each other by cartoons. It's all emojis to them. Words are old-fashioned, Judy.
Sorry, silly old B. Oh, well, here we are, booster shots, so we've covered booster shots.
Right on.
No, I did have this as a B, but you see, I could actually make it a C, because I did have B11529, but we've had that, but still. You congratulated them, so, I just thought I'd get a little bit of kudos from that. Cummings, after Bodger had apparently allegedly said, let the bodies pile high, which was under B, of course, Cummings said that he didn't even have a plan to bury all the bodies. So there was an awful lot of B's in that, which was great when it was B, but, you could throw it under C, I suppose.
Yes, and, he did say a lot this year, Dominic Cummings, and we have absolutely no reason to disbelieve anything he says, apart from everything that we know about Dominic Cummings.
No. Doubtless. I could say Castle, but that was a 2020, wasn't it? So
that's ancient history.
Right. Well, on that note, then, it's been a pleasure.
Oh, well, it certainly has. Thanks a lot, Judy, and I appreciate you waiting.
It's all right. Take care.
Cheers, my dear. Ta-ra. 0345 6060 973. Let me just make sure I'm going to take them in the order in which they came. Manchester, Graham.
Good evening, young fella.
Yes, Graham.
B for bank card.
Bank card?
The two guys who stole the bank card from someone and then bought a scratch card with it, won 4 million and have got nothing.
Yes. Talk about being on a roller coaster ride. First they had everything and then they had nothing. Yeah.
So it's the first Z of the night. They've now got zilch.
Zilch, yes.
The other one, while I've been listening, was the way I felt this morning when I heard Boris with his Christmas message.
Mm-hmm.
about Jesus Christ and how we should all be neighbourly and look after each other.
Yeah.
The before bile-inducing.
Bile-inducing, yeah. Yes. Jesus wants you to vote Conservative. I think that was the message.
It saved me a fortune today because I haven't been able to eat for laughing.
Right. Well, that is a benefit. Yeah. Appreciate it, Bodge.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Beef for benefit, yes.
Oh, we got any more? That's it? That'll
That's
do.
enough, thank you.
That is enough, yeah.
Apart
Good
from
work.
conjunctivitis, which I didn't know what that was all about.
No, I didn't either. But I'll put it on anyway, and I'll think about it later. How does that sound? Thanks a lot, Graham. 0345 6060 973. Keith tweets, Nick, C is for Coldplay, who have announced that they will not make any more albums from 2025. I was in the supermarket today, which was a lot less mad than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it was serene is not quite the right word, but I thought it was going to be a right state. So I had time to flip through, I think it was the Star, which, in the absence of any other world news, thought that it was the most important news that day, today, or yesterday as it is now. I think it was the Star. It certainly wasn't the Times. They put Coldplay announcing that their retirement on the front page, and well, they weren't exactly complimentary. It made me laugh, but it was a little bit cruel, just a tiny bit.
Rock and roll!
They've had good songs. In fact, they give good effort. I've only ever seen them on TV when they do Glastonbury, which seems like every single year that Glastonbury is on. But they give good effort, as opposed to well, I could mention pretty much everybody that's in the charts. Let's say Ed Sheeran.
Boring.
Let's say Ed Sheeran and Adele and I don't know, all of those other acts that are on Glastonbury. Worthing, Matt.
Hey, Nick.
Matt.
Yeah, good to talk to you again. I spoke to you this time last year exactly. Wow. It's been a whole year and it's whizzed by.
Blimey, hasn't it ever?
Good to talk to you again. And so, what shall I start with? Shall I start with C's?
Yes.
I've got a few B's and a few A's. But, so, yeah, we've got the Capitol Hill coup, the insurrection.
It seems like more than a year ago, doesn't it?
I know. I mean, it's weird because everything seems to be merging, and it's hard to work out what was this year, last year. I don't know what's going on.
Well, we don't have the same sort of markers in our lives, do we? Because people haven't really been on holiday much, like they normally do. They can mark out the year by, which year it was by what happened around what holiday you took, and every day's sort of melded into the next. It's all been a bit the same.
It's a big ball of plasticine.
Yeah.
It's just been squished together. And that was starring Jacob Chonsley, the guy with the horn hat and the...
is that who that was?
Yeah, when he went, his mum was worried when he went to prison he wasn't going to get organic food. But we were all worried about him, I think.
Right.
And his dietary requirements.
Yeah.
So...
and whether he'd be able to keep the hat.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely, yeah. It was a strong look.
It was, yeah.
And he pulled it off.
Well, until he started speaking, and then you thought, oh, well, maybe not.
Yeah, it all fell apart. There was the condominium collapse in Florida, the building that collapsed.
Oh, yeah.
Which was awful. And we've got Cressida Dick.
Oh, well, she'll come under D.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah,
so I've got it written down. I've got Dick Cressida written down, but that's not personal. Well, it probably is, but not one that's relevant.
It's not that person, no.
And anyway, yeah, so, sorry, anyway, going back, I've got Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, got him.
Did you? Sorry.
Yes.
I've been paying attention, and Joe Biden's an obvious one.
Obvious one.
Trump banned from Twitter.
That wasn't this year, surely?
Wasn't it? Was it this year? Oh, I think it was.
I guess it probably was, yeah, for the very same reason that we've just been discussing.
Yeah.
Banned under B or under T? I'll put banned.
I was thinking banned because, yeah, I don't know.
Trump. That's sort of squeezing it in. That's making it fit. Okay. I'll think about that one.
And then going back to A's, I've got Ant and Dec.
Why?
Because they got political and came out on I'm a Celebrity and had a pop at the cheese and wine party, and it was well reported.
Hard to believe, really. I mean, I'm unfamiliar with Anton Deck's oeuvre, but that mild comment they made, that made the news, does rather imply that content-wise, they're not really, full up to the brim.
Yeah, it's become something when Anton Deck are your political heroes, isn't it?
Well, that would be alarming.
That's a stretch. And I've got ABBA.
ABBA is on the list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got ABBA and Afghanistan.
And Afghanistan is on there as well.
Yeah, I've not been paying attention.
Always have to pay strict attention during the course of the show, Matt. Otherwise, you might miss something important.
Absolutely. I'll bear that in mind.
Thanks a lot, mate. 0345 6060 973. We've got almost to the halfway point in this hour on the seas, and this is the first time that I've seen or heard this word. COVID. First C. Well, I'll put it down in capital letters and I'll underline it twice. 0345 6060 973. Tooting. Hello, Jan.
Hi, Nick again.
Jan.
I actually, while I've been waiting, I found a C. I was ringing up to add to the B's, but I found a C to tell you about this. It's a scientific discovery about the cuttlefish.
The what?
How they say the cuttlefish. Scientists have discovered that this is the first. Have discovered that the cuttlefish, which is a colour-changing mollusk, apparently.
Oh.
That it has a memory. It's the first time they discovered that they've got better memories than humans, that they can remember, and their memory lasts in old age.
But what is it? What does it remember? I mean, what in the life of a cuttlefish is memorable?
Well, it's really they need to. It's to do with their survival, but because they mate at the end of their lives.
Oh, really?
To do with their breeding patterns. But apparently,
please. Nobody wants to see that.
No. No, but they're saying it can help scientists discover what's in them that can stave off dementia for humans.
Cuttlefish.
They've got such an accurate memory. They can remember when specific things happen right up to the last few days of their life.
Jan, cuttlefish have nothing happens in the life of a cuttlefish that's worth remembering. Believe me.
No, this is the latest scientific discovery. It's supposed to be quite stupendous.
Stupendous. I like that. Well, yes. It's a stupendous discovery.
Affirmative.
It's the only animal on the planet whose memory is as good in old age as it is in youth.
But science can't possibly know that. How do they test it?
Well, they do. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
What do they use pipettes? Bunsen burners?
I'm interested to find out how they did it. But they experiment on animals, don't they? They keep them in
not cuttlefish, surely. Well, I tell you what, if their memory is that good, then we're going to have to start eating them, because maybe that would be of benefit to us humans.
No, I don't think you can eat them.
Of course so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we're going to have to rip them out of the We're going to have to rip them out of the parrot's cage.
I've got the bees. I've got 3 bees, quickly.
Yeah, go on.
Have I got time?
Yes, go on.
Yeah, 3 bees. So, and I have a new bee that I didn't have when I spoke to your presenter. But one is I'll deal first with the what you thought was a rude word was about the robot. The name of the robot artist that's making waves in auction houses is called Botto. You thought it was a rude word.
Botto.
But it is B-O-T-T-O. That's his name.
Disgusting. B-O-T-T-O. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I've got him. I gave him under the A's as an artificial autonomous artist.
Yes,
yeah.
Right.
So recently, 4 works of his. He's got hundreds of works that are being.
I can't
sold.
express in words how uninterested I am in a robot artist. Jan.
well, I've got to come to another. But anyway, but it sold for $1.1 million. And
billion dollars, yes.
And he's had exhibitions at the Barbican.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. A robot has had exhibitions at the Barbican. Right, go on.
Yeah, recently, he's making waves in the art world.
Jan, are you still talking about this robot artist?
No, I'll leave it. The other bee I've got is Banksy. Actually, Banksy, his girl with the red balloon, that originally sold in 2018 for $1 million. Yeah, recently sold as partly shredded for 18 million.
So some even bigger idiot. Jan, I got to go, but thanks for that. That was Art News with Jan.
Nick Abbott on LBC. Call 0345 6060 973.
Okie dokie.
0345 6060 973. Who knew that about cuttlefish, eh? This education's a show. No. This show's an education, isn't it?
No.
Not really, no. Yeah, the cuttlefish, it's got a good... I've got no idea. I can't remember what she said. That's because I'm not a cuttlefish. Lorna says, I've got a good one. Conservatorship in relation to Britney Spears. Oh, that is a good one. Conservatorship. Britney. Da-da-da. Leatherhead. Hello, Tim.
Yeah, hi, Nick.
Tim.
Oh, sorry, I just dozed off waiting there.
Oh.
You've woken me up. You've woken me up. I've got a bunch of C's for you, actually.
Okay.
A whole load. And actually, before I do that, you were talking earlier about John Burko, and you were asking what that program was, where the guy used to present the show using lots of long words.
Yes.
I know, it was called The Good Old Days.
The Good Old Days. Right.
And it was from the City Variety Theatre in Leeds.
Was it?
And the chairman, the guy you're thinking of, was Leonard Sachs.
That's absolutely right, yes. Leonard Sachs.
And his son was Andrew Sachs in Fawlty Towers.
Yes.
There you go.
Which, yes, it's like a perfect circle.
There we go.
Right back to where we started.
So, lots of C's, yeah?
Go on.
How about this one? You have to write this down as I go. Conservative caught cheating and canoodling Coladangelo on closed-circuit camera.
Right, I'll just put Gina Coladangelo, because that's just too much writing. Go on.
That was it.
Oh, that's it.
That's 8 C's. Eight C's in a row.
And say that for us again.
Conservative caught cheating, canoodling Coladangelo on closed-circuit camera.
That is, that's not bad.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Conservative.
Caught cheating.
Canoodling
Coladangelo on closed-circuit camera.
Angelo on closed-circuit camera.
Are you sufficiently impressed by that one?
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
But there's the word on in there, which sadly does not begin with a C. So you fail this test.
No, but it would do. If you put a C in front of it, it would be con.
Oh, it would be con, yeah. Coladangelo, con, closed-circuit. But that doesn't make no sense.
There's one C too many.
One C too few. Too few.
It was like the Conservative Party. There's about 350 C's too many.
Too many. Yeah, I think we can agree on that. All right, good work. Thanks a lot, Tim. 0345 6060 973. Scott says C is for cancel culture. Excellent. You see, I maintain that this time of year, you get so many of these lists. Every newspaper, TV show, radio, and so on, they're all coming out with a list of the year. And they're all weak because they are the work of one person who's staring at a blank page, desperately racking their brain, trying to fill it. This is the best list of any that are made at this time of year. I maintain that is absolutely true. It's also of use, I think, historically, because I've been doing this for many years now, and you look back and there's so many suggestions that you couldn't, like one person could not possibly come up with all of these. all sorts of things that we've got used to over the year, or maybe they just came and went in a day, but they made an impression. And it's by this method, the bringing together the wisdom of crowds, corralling was the word I was looking for, corralling the wisdom of this crowd, that we make this the definitive list of the year. And by the way, I will put it in a book. I'll take all of the suggestions that come by text and email and all of that. I'm going to look them all. I'll look through all of them tomorrow. I'll check them so that they're correct, and I'll put them in the book, which will be an e-book, because saving the planet. And that will come out in the new year, with my commentary on each month as it transpired. I've been writing it all year long. I'm a good boy, I am. Eastbourne. Hello, Robert.
Good morning, Nick. How are you?
I'm great, mate.
It's been a while since I last spoke to you. I have an A and I have a B for you.
Go on, then.
Andrew Bailey.
That's a B. Andrew Bailey. I'm pretty sure I've got that.
Andrew Bailey.
Yes. Pretty sure I
have
that.
The recent rise in interest rates. He's the governor of the Bank of England.
Yeah, it's still not much, but it's a bit more than it was.
And I do have a C for you as well.
Yeah.
Crimea.
Right.
When the Royal Navy warship sailed quite close to the Crimean waters, and Vlad the Insaner, he wasn't too happy about it.
No, because for obvious reasons. Yeah, he's well, yeah. I hope that nothing major breaks out during the course of this, so that we don't have to start reporting on World War III. But I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case. Crimea. Okay.
All right. Yes, thanks a lot, Nick.
Thank you, Robert. 0345 6060 973. Gary in Suffolk says C is for cocaine in Parliament. Yes, it is. I mean, that really was a surprise, wasn't it?
No.
No, not remotely surprising. I think they did that before, didn't they? Somebody went around and checked all the horizontal services in the Houses of Parliament, and they found that they had more cocaine than backstage at Oasis. They found that out already, so it's not a great shock to find it out again. Southall, hello, Manesh.
Hello, mate. How are you? Merry Christmas.
Yes, good, thanks. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I've got a couple of C's for you, my friend.
Yes.
China Corona. Why is no one mentioned China? They're the one who introduced this mess to us all.
I think everybody's firmly aware that that's where it came from. China, yes.
Yeah. And with Boris, I'll go back a few words and call it B. There's a lot of B words I could use as well, but it won't be presentable on the radio show.
Right, okay, well then it's been nice talking to you. Thanks a lot, Manesh. 0345 6060 973. Ashford, Milan.
Hey, Nick, Merry Xmas to you.
Merry Xmas to you too.
I've got a few C's, but can I go backwards if that's possible?
Okay.
Just to see, I don't know, I may have missed it because I've been watching a horror film, so I just realised it was your show.
At Christmas?
Yeah, it's called Advent Calendar. It's a French horror film.
Advent Calendar. Something awful happens behind each door. I bet. Yes.
That's exactly what it is. So A's, I don't know if you've got Amazon, where they introduced their first cashierless store in the UK this year.
Yeah, where is that?
I think it's Canary Wharf, or was it elsewhere? Was it Birmingham? I think it's either Birmingham or Canary Wharf.
If it was one of the two, then I'm guessing Canary Wharf.
Okay, Canary Wharf. And then Riz Ahmed was nominated for an Oscar for portraying a heavy metal drummer who's going deaf.
Really? What film is that?
Sound of Metal.
Huh.
It's pretty good. I'd recommend it. It goes on a bit, but it's pretty good.
I never heard of it. Right, okay. It doesn't sound like something that would get people queuing around the block to go and see.
I don't know. I think it was straight onto Amazon Prime. I don't think it was released in the cinema. So So for a B, I don't know if you remember him, Martin Bashir. I'm sure he was called out.
Yes.
Earlier on this year.
Yeah.
To say that he was a bit dodgy.
Well, he was the journalist that did the Dye interview. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Going on to the C's, Geoffrey Cox. I don't know if you've had that.
No.
So is his part-time job at MP, or is his part-time job being a lawyer earning £6 million? Who knows?
Yeah. Yes, I know. What would you spend your time, most of your time on? The job that pays you £6 million, or the job that doesn't?
Yeah, exactly. Cornwall. That's where the G7 summit was at.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that, if you're invited to a party and you know the host is an absolute idiot, but you have to turn up anyway, and you're there, and you're thinking, I can't wait to leave. And I think that's what everyone felt like when Johnson walked out.
Well, Cornwall is a marvellous place, but it's a long way from where all of those people arrived in the country, which is London. Why leave London to go to Cornwall when they could have had it in London?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
I was parking my car when Ursula von der Leyen and her cohorts arrived in a hotel just near here, and oh my God, it was like God had arrived. I think that all of the police persons in the land were surrounding that hotel when she arrived.
Otherwise, Jacob Rees-Mogg will be having strong words with Mark Francois. Just 3 more C's, if that's possible.
Yes.
Contactless limit, that went up to £100, but not every shop it wants to have it as 100, but that's the maximum it can go.
On that subject, I may be preempting you, but the cashless society it's happened, and it happened really quickly. Try spending cash money in London these days, and no one takes it anymore. You just can't do it.
Well, unless you're unless you're at the Parliament and you want to buy something for cash.
Yes.
Which is a powdery substance.
Exactly.
You want to score some pot?
Yeah, they still take cash. Yes.
Just a couple more. Derek Chauvin, who's convicted of killing, that police officer who's convicted of killing George Floyd.
Yes.
And Simon Case, who said, I'll investigate the parties, and then later it transpired, actually, I may have been at one of these parties last year. I was thinking, so if you were asked to investigate a party, surely the first thing you would say is, well, maybe I shouldn't be doing this because I...
Well, taking my example from the current regime, if I am ever accused of doing anything untoward, I will investigate myself before coming to the verdict of not guilty.
And that's all I have.
Excellent work.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot, Milan. 0345 6060 973.
This is LBC with Nick Abbott. Call 0345 6060 973. Tweet at LBC. Text 84850.
Come on, we're running late!
0345 6060 973. It's the first of the A to Z of 2021 shows, and we're up to the letter C. York. Hello, Jan.
Hello again, Nick.
Jan.
5 C's for you.
Yes.
China banned the BBC World News from broadcasting.
China.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
Yeah. David Cameron and the Greensill lobbying scandal.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We're still not missing you, by the way, Dave, but we know where to find you if we do. You'll be in the shed where they keep the tools.
I think this is nonsense.
Sure you do.
And the Coachella Music Festival, that was cancelled because of COVID.
Coachella. I'm guessing it's Coachella.
Correct.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, it was one of the many festivals that were cancelled. They almost nothing happened this year or the previous year. It's like the last 2 years just sort of smushed into one big long nothing.
Big nothingness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jonathan Coleman, he died. He was on Virgin Radio.
Oh, Jono. Yeah, he was a great guy, actually. I enjoyed his... I mean, you didn't really hang out with him, but I was on the same station as him for a little while, and Jono was one of the good guys, I think.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, yes. And Terry Cooper, Leeds United, he died as well.
Right. You know what? This list has not got many recent deaths on it. Usually, there's so many of them, but so far, not really. I'll add some as I find them, but
that's funny, isn't it? With it being COVID and the all,
exactly. Yeah. It is odd, but I'm glad about that.
Well, yes, but I dare say there'll be some more.
No doubt.
Before we finish.
Before we get to the end, yeah. All right. Thanks a lot, Jan. 0345 6060 973. Text 84850. Email nick@lbc.co.uk. And if you're on Twitter, it's @LBC. If I don't read out your texts and emails and so on, then I will go through them tomorrow and I'll compile the list and it will get stuck in a book to be released after Z. Woolwich. Hello, Richard.
Hello again, Nick.
Richard.
Cabins.
Cabins?
They're a big thing now. All my friends have got them, those who have gardens. So I had one erected at the bottom of my garden, and I think they're the biggest nuisance, the poorest investment I've ever made. Because you leave half your stuff in the cabin and half your stuff in the house, and you're just running up and down the garden all day.
But
and then you get.
What did you do in the cabin?
Well, I'm supposed to be working, but I can't. Squirrels on the roof. There's foxes all over the place. I mean, it's just crazy. But it's a big thing, cabins. I think for me, one thing that sums up 21 is that everybody's converting garden sheds, greenhouses, and building cabins. So there's this new kind of culture of basically people moving away from their families and living in the bottom of their garden. And that's exactly 21.
Yeah, I don't think that's what they're supposed to be for. Aren't they for, working from home?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be your study, not an escape.
It's just my little escape place.
Right. Yeah, I've seen those at garden centres, and they, like a small cabin will cost you £20,000.
Well, that's the scandal, because they, before pre-COVID, a few thousand.
Well,
they are.
If they called them a shed, then it would be a quarter of the price. But no, it's a cabin. So,
yeah, and we know who has a shed, don't we?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right, thanks a lot, Richard. 0345 6060 973. Edinburgh. Hello, Marion.
Oh, hi. Hi, Nick.
Marion.
How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for waiting so long.
Yeah, and
Sorry
happy
about that.
tomorrow. Happy tomorrow for you.
Yes. Well, it's today now.
Not until you've gone to sleep.
That's true. Yeah, not until you've gone to sleep and woken up again is it the next day. So it's still Christmas Eve. Yeah.
So I have a B and a C for you. Which way would you prefer me to do
Let's
those
have the
things?
B first.
Okay, this is a weird one. Button.
Button?
Button.
Button?
Yeah, like on your coat.
No, what's that got to do with anything?
Right. So one of the first things that Joe Biden did when he was inaugurated was take out the Diet Coke button that Trump had put in the Oval Office. He had a little button for Diet Coke installed, and Joe Biden thought, we don't need that. And it's a little bit too close to the red button.
Well, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. He actually had... I mean, I know I have heard this before, but it can't be true. It must have been just to summon somebody who would then take his order. But it was just connected to a Diet Coke machine.
I've no idea how it was connected, but apparently, well, it was in the news. There was a button Trump had installed to press for Diet Coke.
For Diet
However,
Coke.
Diet Coke arrived, I don't know. But Biden thought that wasn't very presidential.
No.
So he took it out.
Right. And as for it being an aid to losing weight, it didn't really work that well, did it?
No.
But hey, Donny, maybe try a salad once in a while.
Oh, shut up!
He's not interested.
I got a C for you as well.
Go on, Em.
The C's a little bit strange. The C is cesspit.
Cesspit?
Now, the tendency is to think I'm talking about our government,
yes.
But I'm not. There was a village in Yorkshire that was in the national news being called a cesspit because they'd had a little village hut where they could put books for people to leave books and take books and like a sharing community thing.
Right.
Do you remember?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Yeah, and apparently there was pornography in it. I don't know if it was actual pornography or just things that people didn't like. But it got the residents back up and it got in the news. And I think they were saying, they put a wee note up saying, whoever's putting this filth here,
yes,
I might suggest you go to the cesspit, that is. And I might get this wrong, but I think it was Hebden Bridge.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, it was like, oh.
Ouch, yes. That's very well remembered. Excellent work there, Marion. Did that just come to you out of the blue, or did you have that written down all year long?
I made a point of remembering it in February, and for some reason it sprung into my mind when we got to the C's.
Well, good for you. You've lit up the C's. Thanks a lot, Marion.
Okay.
Ta-da. 0345 6060 973. Who's been waiting the longest? To be fair about this. East Yorkshire, Mike.
Hi, Nick. Yeah, one C for you and a couple of B's. Angelique Kutsia, doctor, South African. She's the one that's been advising us that we are overreacting because Omicron is not serious.
All right, overreaction.
And she's been on TV and radio. And,
yes. Well, wouldn't it be marvellous if this was the end of it? If we were actually looking at it just dissipating and getting weaker and flying away? Wouldn't that be great?
I hope she's right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, a few B's for you.
Go on.
Bitcoin took a hit when China told Elon Musk that he couldn't trade in Bitcoin or they'd shut his Chinese factory down.
Right. Bitcoin. Hang on. China v. Elon Musk. I wasn't aware of that. Okay, but I know Bitcoin's been up and down like other what do they call them? Cryptocurrencies. Yeah.
Well, he said you could buy his cars with Bitcoin, and then China immediately came out and said, if you trade in Bitcoin, we'll shut your Chinese factory down. He backed off.
Yeah, I bet he did, yeah.
Yeah, he knows where his bread's buttered. Belarus tried to export a load of refugees to Poland, and we have that confrontation on the border that's still going on.
Yes. Yeah, refugees.
Which really hit the news. And the last one, a bit closer to home for me, Bristol hosted the Kill the Bill riots. Don't agree with rioting, but I totally agree with their...
the sentiment, yes.
With the sentiment about the police crime sentencing.
Right, completely correct in every respect. Yes, pay attention, sheeple. It's later than you think. Yeah, Mike, I'm going to have to go, but thanks for that. Thank you. So many people I didn't get to. Can I squeeze one more in? Who's been waiting the longest? Give me one. Which one should I take? Your choice. Go on.
Keith.
Keith in Upminster. Right. Keith.
Hi, Nick.
Yes, Keith.
Okay, well, it's two quick ones. Cosmos 1408, the satellite that was hit by the anti-satellite missile. So that's a C and an A.
Excellent. Cosmos 1408.
That was very important because it could the consequences could go on for decades because of the amount of debris that's sprayed around the the Earth's orbit.
Right, and then?
And the A was anti-satellite missile, which is what hit it.
Oh, right. Okay, excellent. It's the circle of life. I'll be back tonight at 10 o'clock with the letter D in the A to Z of 2021. Thanks for all of your suggestions. I'll go through them all and I'll get them written up. Don't you worry about that. I've got homework to do. Steve Allen is in on breakfast at 7. Ian Payne is here at 4. But right now... Wow. Full.
Thank you. Yes. Oh, exterminate. 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 Oh, exterminate.